Welcome back. You have another arm workout. For this one, you will need some light dumbbells. So if you want to pause the video and grab those, they can either be your ankle weights that you are wrapping around your hands or a light dumbbell. We will be doing quite a few repetitions today, so pick something that is of moderate weight that you're going to be able to get through all of the repetitions with good form without stopping. And when you are ready, start this video back up. I'm going to have you start in a standing position. We're going to get everything warmed up. Take a deep inhale, extend those arms overhead. Spine is nice and tall. As you exhale, rotate and open to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale back to center. Arms are going to come out by your side. I want you to round your chest forward, kind of like you're hugging a big ball. I like to say barrel of wine, but not everyone drinks. So a big ball, and then release, open up that chest. Hug that ball and release. Hug it forward and release. One more. Hug it forward and release. Beautiful. Go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to get started with some cross body punches. You're going to punch across, zipping up that torso, tapping that foot out to the side, and then come back to center. Alternating here. Nice strong punches. We're going to get that heart rate up. We're going to get those arms burning already. Great job. 8, 7, keep that torso pulled in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Stand nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down and back. Start with those elbows at your rib cage. We're going to extend and serve the platter out to the side and then tuck back in. Out to the side, tuck back in. Keep that torso, belly button plugged in. Nice tall spine here. Palms are forward. Great job. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. I want you to set the weights down for just a second. We're going to go back into that standing position, but we're going to hinge it forward. So shoot your hips back, pull your belly button in, extend both of those arms by your side. Torso is nice and long, spine is long. Relax your shoulders down and back. We're going to take the right hand back behind you, fully lengthen it, and then we're going to switch. Really elongating through your spine here, keeping that belly button pulled in. Great job. This is working on all of those beautiful postural muscles in your back. Keeping the glutes nice and strong too, staying in this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1 and 1. Stay low. Bring both arms up and then shoot them back. Up, shoot them back. Activate through those triceps. Keep the arms nice and strong. Keep the belly button pulled in. Up and back. Up and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. We're going to go back to utilizing those weights. Come into a nice standing position. Palms will face one another. We're going to bring those weights out to the side, forward, and down. Side, forward, down. You want to keep your core plugged in during this exercise. You want to make sure that you're not pushing those weights up with your hips. You want to keep everything nice and strong and steady. Just have those beautiful shoulder muscles known as your deltoids working to get those weights up. 6, 5, great job. 4, 3, 2, one more, 1. Beautiful. Keep those weights in hands. Palms are facing one another. You're coming back into that hinge position, and we're going to pull the weights out to the side, pinching your back, and back together. Out to the side, back together. You got this. Keep the belly button pulled in, really focusing on that pinch at the top, like you are squeezing a pen between your shoulder blades. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. I want you to set those weights at the top of your mat. You're going to come to the back of it, standing position, reach those arms up overhead, one vertebrae at a time. Walk yourself out into a high plank position. Set your knees down on the ground. Take your hands, twist them in just a little bit. We're going to go into some push-ups here. So you're going to go into a push-up, kneeling on your knees. Then you're going to shift it back into a downward facing dog, aka child's pose. This is not down dog, child's pose. And then shift forward back into that push-up so you have some momentum. Join me for 8, 7. Ooh, the sweet sound of a delivery. 6, 5, 4, 3, getting some energy into those arms. 2, one more, 1. Beautiful. Come into that tabletop position. Grab the weight in your right hand. We're going to take that arm, extend it back behind you. You have a tricep extension. Lead with that pinky up towards the ceiling. Really activate that tricep. Keep the core nice and strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to set the weight down for just a second. Let me show you this next exercise, and you can decide if you want to hold the weight or not. This is going to be a new one. So that right hand, the one that we were just working, is going to come 90 degrees. You're going to open up your elbow to the side. So we're working your back here. So you're really going to feel those back muscles working. So shoulders and hips stay squared off to the ground. Arm is 90 degrees. You're opening up so that elbow is in line with your shoulders, and then you're tucking back in. So if you're holding that weight, palm is facing in towards your other arm, and then it's facing the ground when you open it back up. You can decide, since this is new, if you want to utilize a weight or not. You do not have to. We are going to do 10. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. I'm going to turn it around so you can see me better. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, starting with that tricep extension. Pull it in, extend, and bend. You're doing awesome. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You do not have to use the weight. If you did not use it on your other arm, make sure you're not using it on this side. Otherwise, if you use that weight, you want to be even. So definitely use the weight. Bend and open. Together we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Flipping it over into a seated position. We're going to lower down onto the ground. Slow and steady, 1 vertebrae at a time. Hands can be behind you if that is easier. Grabbing both dumbbells. You're going to go into a chest press. We're going to lift those hips up the entire time. So hips are towards the ceiling. We're pressing up. Elbows come down on that 45. Up and down. How are we feeling so far? Arms getting a little shaky. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep those hips up. 4, 3, 2. Keep the arms up as well. Flip your wrists so your palms are facing one another. Your elbows are going to grace your rib cage and you're going to press back up. Grace your rib cage, press back up. You should feel that core working a little bit more with this one. Those hips are staying up nice and tall. Elbows stay narrow. Palms face one another. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms stay up, hips are coming down. We're going to bend at the elbows, bring the weights down next to your temples, and then extend them back up. Bend and extend. Keep that low back connected to the ground to support you. Great job. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Set your weights off to the side. Flip it onto your left side and then all the way onto your stomach. We're going to work our back muscles a little bit more here. I want you to bring those palms facing the ground. Elbows are tucked back towards your hips. Those fingertips are slightly above your shoulders. Shoulders are rolled down and back. We're going to lift just the upper body, squeezing your elbows down towards your glutes and then setting everything back down. Together we have 10. Keep your belly button plugged in. You don't want to press it into the floor. You want to lift it towards the ceiling. 4 of 10. 5, 6, 7, big squeeze. 8, 9. We're going to hold this last one up. Hold it up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest. Extend those arms by your side. Palms are going to be facing up towards the ceiling. Roll your shoulders. down and back. We're going to lift the legs up first. Then we're going to extend the arms. You're going to feel a nice strong pull in your back. Hold it here for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push into child's pose. Stretch that out. Beautiful job. Come into that tabletop position. I want you to extend your left arm towards the ceiling, rotate open, thread it under your right hand. Stretch out that back. Beautiful job. One more breath here. When you pull it through, pull it back towards the ceiling and then release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Right arms up towards the ceiling and thread it through. Take a few deep breaths here. Allow your back to really stretch out. Big inhale on your exhale. Push yourself up. Reach it through again. And set the hands down. Seated position. Clasp your hands behind your back. Open up that chest. And then allow yourself to fold forward. This should help release any tension in your low back and in your shoulders. Beautiful. Release the hands down towards the mat. Pull yourself up. Sit in a comfortable position. Roll your shoulders down and back. Beautiful job getting through this workout. All about the arms. Super efficient workout. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you missed any of my workouts, make sure you check them out. They're all on this YouTube channel. Or you can find more workouts and recipes on both my Instagram and TikTok. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will plan to see you again tomorrow right here on the mat.